Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. This is your boy M3, and I want to give a special welcome to the homie, Mr. Darrel Long.
How everybody doing tonight? How you doing, M3? Thank you for having me on tonight.
No problem. Thank you for just joining on board and allow us to give like an interview.
I
Mr. Best
appreciate
in the
it.
World, he'll be on his way like in a minute.
All right.
But in the meantime, this is all about like just getting to know you, your
Okay.
podcast, and anything else that you're comfortable sharing.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to be as concise as possible. So, the Everything Everyday channel started from me just really having a niche of building media, and it actually started because I was working in computer science. Right now, my actual job is in cybersecurity
Oh,
for
okay.
General Motors. So before I could make websites, I always ran into the problem was I had nothing on here. I have no business that I'm running. I have no legal merchandise. I have no media, anything.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started talking to a few of my friends out here in East Lansing, and they were doing weddings. They were using drones. They were doing car commercials. They were doing electric bike commercials with GoPros and stuff like that. So I started realizing it's money to be made in this video market, and I need to get on it immediately. I tried to do it with a few different women, a few different of my homies, but when people not being paid, they lack. Not everybody, but some people lack the drive to really get it done.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to do is because I can go from talking about Henrietta Lacks to talking about Big Meech and Terry. I like to think that I'm very studious and my spectrum of knowledge is very vast. So I wanted to talk about everything. I want to talk about sports, relationships. I want to talk about sex. I want to talk about black power, but not just specifically black power, but black empowerment. These different things matter to me, especially because I'm also being a black father. All these different things matter to me. All these different things matter to me, and ultimately, that's what my channel ended up being about. A lot of people, because I want to get this out the way very early. A lot of people who believe that my channel is about going back and forth or about the Lapeef Network or Anton. It was never
Mm-hmm.
about that. My most viewed video is a video about me believing Larry Bird is better than LeBron James. That video has
Mm.
25, 27,000 views, something like that. Um, I'm my ultimately how I think a lot of people got introduced to me was about the beef between me and Anton, right? And that
Okay.
started, because everybody want to know about that. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, go
Um, that
ahead.
all started with the notion that black culture is trash, and specifically the comments that the Black Panthers were a whole bunch of men who just got in the room and did nothing. And I just thought that to be very condescending and very insensitive. At the time, Judas and the Black Messiah had just released. So if you were a C student like that young man is,
Mm-hmm.
if you didn't study Chairman Fred Hampton in college, this was an opportunity for you to learn the story. Chairman Fred Hampton died at 22 years old. Before that, he was feeding the city of Chicago. He didn't have any stipends from the government or from the state of Illinois, the city of Chicago, et cetera, et cetera. He did that with as we saw in that movie, a number of different organizations, both legal and illegal. And then he went on to create the Rainbow Coalition um, the, outside of the Panther Party.
Mm.
So how could somebody come in, somebody who we all know is not feeding 3,000 kids per day, right? We know this person is not going out and
Yeah.
using his wealth to buy milk cartons and all these different stuff that these kids now they do every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Fred had that idea and he executed that idea. Before he died, he created a clinic, right? So black people can have free healthcare. Another thing that people don't understand is that this is something that's super big, M3.
Okay.
The Illinois chapter gave away free legal aid. So they had lawyers already paid pro bono so that when people needed help, that is correct.
You said free. Okay, say that one more time. You said free, and I'm gonna write on my notes real quick. You said free legal.
Free legal aid. Pro bono is what they call it.
Okay.
So what let's say if you were caught with whatever,
Mm-hmm.
the lawyers would come in and they would basically help you on behalf of the Panther Party and
Okay.
for the people. Um, so I just took offense to those comments and I reacted continuously to those comments.
Yeah.
Um, so that was how a lot of people was introduced to me. Obviously, was because of the thing I had with Anton. Some people just see that I upload 30, 40 videos a day um and they just catch me like that as well. But my channel is ultimately about me. It's about what I want to talk about every single day, my
Yeah.
perspective on things every single day. Like the stuff that's happening right now in Oxford, Michigan, the shooting. I'm gonna be doing a video about that very soon. I might go live tonight, depending on how I'm feeling. But ultimately, that's what my show is about, man. There's videos about me and my daughter on there. There's,
Mhm.
as you guys know, because of the e-black situation, there's videos about um the situations that really made me resentful towards women at a certain point in my life when my daughter was taken away from me. So I can talk about a lot of different stuff. But this was just my YouTube channel. But YouTube is all
Yeah.
about really just my perspective on different things. And now that like I'm be honest with you, now
I
that
got.
the Anton is buried, E Black is buried, I can move on in peace, man. I did a show with Lauren today. I'm very calm. I'm very concise. And I think people
Oh, I
will get a
missed that,
chance to
man.
see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was good. I'm going to do a reaction to it. I'll probably be on Courtney after I chop it up with you.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of different layers to me. I'm very educated, very studious, but I'm also um I'm from Detroit. I'm from Brightmoor specifically. So I'm not really a nice guy. I'm a fair person. I'm very fair. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's how I look. That's how I live my life, man. And I'm really not that bad of a guy. I'm really not that bad of a guy.
Let me ask you this though, right? What got
Mhm.
you into like education? Because um, I know you're very proficient when it comes to doing your research. So I want to know, how were you able to master that skill?
The skill of computer science or just
Well, just like I'm gonna get to computer science next, but like, because when I watch like your channel, right? You're very informative, right? It's just like direct, like when you just watching the news, except that the news, like, they try to fabricate stuff, but you dig in deep to like pull like the truth out. You know what I mean? And now a lot of people in the mainstream media does that. The media usually try to pump fear. You just try and pump, well, not pump, but you're trying to showcase realism. You know what I mean? But I know it takes a lot of deep time and research and finding the
Mhm.
resources. That's something that I know for me, I need to personally work on. Besides just search more through YouTube videos and all that.
No, I definitely understand what you mean. So for me, it's all about just dedication. I did this when I was at Central Michigan. And I try to
Yeah,
tell all my friends this. Going to school is it's not about who's the smartest. The person who works the hardest, the person who
mhm,
stays up the longest, these people are going to be more successful than everybody else. That's a guaranteed fact.
yeah,
Um, but as far as how I do it, you know what? I stay up all night, brother. I got my daughter here, so this is how I
mhm,
actually do it. I get up early in the morning. I make whatever amount of bottles, right? And those bottles are pretty much like just made and ready. Just got to
yeah,
put them in a little bottle warmer. They gonna heat it real quick, give it to her, and et cetera, et cetera. So I make sure me and her taken care of, et cetera, et cetera. And then if I was to like, cause I can't turn my camera around and show you if I really wanted to, you know what? I'm gonna
yeah.
just do it because I'm on my iPad and I can do that. So I got a list of different like things, different topics,
Oh, sure,
um,
okay.
all that's all connected to the bottom of my iMac.
Yeah,
So what I like to do is I like to be very, 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 very organized where it comes to my work, when it comes to war, when it comes to me going against people, no matter what it is. I'm very organized and I'm very analytical. I
mhm,
take the time out to do whatever it takes. when I did that Dirty Pastor video, I
Hmm.
watched 12 hours of content to make that video, and I did it in,
Of
in
the
in
little
one
beef
day.
content.
That is
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
They did two 6-hour shows. I watched them both because I
Hmm.
wanted complete context. Um, at the end of the day, it's all about working hard, man, and not making excuses.
Yeah.
I'm not an excuse maker. I don't believe in that, man. We need to make excuses. I think that's a waste of our time. So for me, I got through school at that time, and I get through life because I just don't make excuses and I sacrifice. So for
Hmm.
example, I'm gonna be up tonight editing. I'm not gonna go to sleep. It don't matter if I run out of Red Bull. Nothing matters except getting the job done. Then I can go to
Yeah.
sleep happy. That's why people ask me how you put out so many videos. Why not? Right? At the end of the day, I just don't like making excuses, man. That's one thing I will not do. Yeah, yeah. This is true. This is true. I have a deep Red Bull
About myself.
addiction.
Yeah. I don't know if it's 1 second, Darrel. I gotta give a shout out like to the all the people that came to the chat to like say
Hmm.
see you and give you a warm welcome. Let me start off like, with on the block with Jen. Um,
Shout out to
she came
Jen.
in earlier. Brittany B, shout outs to her. Colette over the top WME. How you doing? Salute, sister.
Wife, mother, entrepreneur. Shout out to her.
Yes, we have like a whole lot of like talented entrepreneurs, and so we just wanted to give them a good welcome. Gator Girl '04, you've been rocking with like knowledge relationships like since day one, and you're still faithful to us. So we want to thank you as well. So appreciate that. JPAM, or should I call it JPAM? Um, definitely thank you for tuning in. Marcella Flowers, thank you for dropping in as well too.
Shout out to
Appreciate you.
Marcella.
Okay, K Marion, thank you as well. See, thank you for tuning into National Relationships with Mr. Darrell. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, all right. But all right, I'm gonna backtrack real quick, right? Because you know, when you spoke about computer science, right? Um, now, did you had to get like like a bachelor's degree to become like a computer science tech?
I have a bachelor's degree. So actually, this is how you actually supposed to say it. You have a bachelor's in science and computer science. That's what we actually call it, or
Bachelor,
a
okay.
BS in computer science. A
Mhm.
BS. I don't say BS because it sounds like BS, but at the end
Yeah,
of the day, I have a bachelor's in science and computer science. The thing about it is, it's interesting enough is they don't actually teach you coding. At least they didn't teach coding in 2013 in the
mm,
computer science curriculums. Even right now, I can pull a Michigan State student and they would tell you that they use Code Academy Pro to teach Michigan State students computer science up here. That's a fact.
right.
Um, how I had to learn it, I can show you real quick. Is I have a closet full of books right here.
All right. One thing I should have asked you, right? Besides like the degree, right? And the only reason why I asked you the degree first, right? Because different states are kind of lenient, and I know California is like you got to have a degree for everything, But that's good. Like it still kind of like applies to like to out there. But what
Mm.
got you interested in the computer science realm anyway?
All right. Well, so I read a lot of books like this one. This is
Hmm.
data algorithms and structures for Python. So
Okay.
um what got me interested is Steve Jobs and Apple originally. As a young man, I was always interested in how things work
Yeah.
and how I can manipulate things and make them better.
Mm,
So originally, I wanted to be able to build websites and build software. Then I figured out software is the way to go,
hmm.
right? Software is much, much more lucrative in the long run because I'm not just building websites for clients who own a business. I'm building software for corporations. I'm building software for the government, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Hmm.
What I didn't know is I couldn't do this in the ghetto. It was very hard to obtain the knowledge. So what I used to have to do is because I stayed on the west side of Detroit as a young adolescence, like in high school type shit.
Yeah.
I used to have to walk from 6 Mile, all the way to the Southfield Library, which is about 6, 7 miles. So I would, pack me a little blunt up or whatever, walk that whole 8 miles, and I was at the library. I would do that first thing in the morning, no matter if it was snowing outside, no matter if it was hot outside, no matter what, because that's just what I wanted to do. I had my library card, and this library was huge. I mean, like our library in the ghetto was small, so I went to this grander library, and plus the students out there took work seriously. So there was a greater chance of me being able to meet somebody who was actually serious about their work. You know what I'm saying? Actually serious about whatever we was talking about, no matter if it was politics, no matter if it was chemistry, um, engineering, different type of engineering, electrical engineering. Mine's
Mm-hmm.
being computer science, was basically computer engineering. So in the ghetto, it was just hard to meet these kind of people. I used to always have to just go out and travel and travel and travel. But that I love fostering relationships with smart people, man.
Yeah.
I love doing it. So for me, that was my journey, bro. Is as a young man being guided into computer science, it was always just I couldn't get this in Detroit. Um, and obviously people watch me enough. You can see certain parts of Detroit. It's hard. It's like a stain on me, and it's never gonna be able to rub off. You need strong bleach type shit.
Mm.
But I was able to leave Detroit. I left Detroit at in 2013. I was 23 years old. I had two children at the time, and I just made a decision to leave the ghetto behind because I knew the kind of person I was. I was going to either, end up dead or in jail. And I decided, you know what? It's so much better for me to go to Central Michigan. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go to Central Michigan, and the honest truth is, I started off at community college. So I'm a big advocate of people going to community college, and Michigan is free.
Mm-hmm.
It's free. So I went to community college. I, um I applied to Central Michigan. They told me I needed 14. Sorry, I needed 22 credits. I ended up doing two different semesters with 14 credits, and
Oh wow.
yeah, it was rough, but it was fun, and I liked it. And I ended up transferring the very next year. So it was 2013, my first year at Central. Um, End up absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. It was very difficult. My brother was incarcerated, but I enjoyed all my time there. But one of the things I didn't enjoy was the fact that no matter where I went on our campus or other campuses, I was the
Yeah.
only black person that was really into computer science. And a lot of people don't have the time to really learn it, right? I met so many different people that said, you know what, Darrel, don't learn HTML, don't learn JavaScript, don't learn CSS, don't learn Python, C++, et cetera, et cetera. It's too much. Use Wix.com or GoDaddy or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
what if I actually want to build a proprietary software? What if your idea was Pandora, right? Because
Yeah.
that's my favorite one to use because it's so simple to explain. Um, it, are you into computer science at all? Because I
Well,
don't want to. Because
yeah.
I don't want to talk about like certain jargon if you don't understand it.
Well, I may not really understand like the jargon, but I love like learning when it comes like to computers. I mean, I've I've done like a little tiny bit, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And the least that I've done was, well, back in high school, a friend of mine's, and at the time I knew nothing about coding at all. Um, so and there was like no apps, no tutorials, no YouTube to teach you, but my friend had that skill. He self-taught himself. So I was the guy that just did like the artwork, and he was the guy that did the coding part. And we made
Hmm.
like a small demo of a video game.
Hmm.
Um, we never finished it because, like I said, this was high school, and at the time, like we went on our separate ways. And years later, someone pretty much like incorporated the same idea, and they finished it for us, basically.
Hmm.
But in 2015, I tried to do like a little bit of coding because I was still kind of curious to it, and so YouTube kind of taught me just a little bit. So I don't know the jargons of it, but I dabbed a little bit to it. So
Um, no, I definitely understand. I was gonna say like if you were running a program like Pandora,
mhm,
Pandora is just a big, big, big algorithm. That's literally what it is. And there's something specifically in JavaScript and in Python that's called a if then clause, which
yeah,
basically means that if a user types in whatever it is, let's say in this case we're using Pandora, so it would be
mhm,
a music article, and you type in whatever because it don't have to be a artist name. You can type in a song name. You can type in "hit 'em up,"
yeah,
and it's automatically gonna know that you're basically talking about Tupac Shakur, and it's gonna use the algorithm to compile a list of different music that is obviously of the same time period, of the same genre of music, et cetera, same sound, whatever, but they have a whole bunch of different if then clauses for this, and it can be used in a lot of different ways. Another basic example is this: let's say if somebody come type in your password to your
mhm,
Gmail account,
yeah,
if the password is not the right password, then they will not get access. If it is, then they will get access. And a lot of different people don't understand that it sounds so simple, but it's really not simple to write. You have to really, really, really be, in my opinion, you have to be used to doing tedious work because
mhm,
you have to go through the scripting and then you have to pretty much
man,
debug the scripting as well. So you're going to make sure because as you know, if you do one line of code can throw off a whole program. So
I know
that's
that
what you don't
feeling.
want, right? You don't want that
Yeah,
to happen. So especially a program like so websites, you need a language like CSS to style the websites, but you don't actually get to see Pandora working in the background like that algorithm. It doesn't need to be styled. So the only thing that really matters is the language itself. For me, like I said, computer science was just something I was always interested in because of two things actually. I wanted to make money and I wanted to build weapons. I wanted to build weapons as a young man, and I always thought like the key to me becoming the king that I wanted to be, not just like in America but globally. To have the kind of influence I wanted, I needed to be able to protect my people. So I wanted to be able to that's funny. I wanted to be able to create weapons and able to, to protect people. For example, I was talking to a young lady
mhm,
about it last night. The future is the future weapon is one of these. They're trying to create a gun with fingerprints on it. But let me get to the comment. Um
no problem. So excuse me. So Gator Girl 4, right? Earlier she asked, right? Can you teach or tutor people how to do coding?
you know it's crazy? To answer your question immediately, yes. I was always interested in doing it and believe it or not, at some point on my channel, when I say some point,
Hmm.
it's gonna be within the next 6 7 months, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna have videos that's all about software alone. Some people want me to make a Patreon, but that's not why I got on YouTube. I don't really need to like use this as a way to just rob people. You know what I mean? If I want to rob people, I actually rob people. It's
Yeah.
like I'm not about to be, a thief. That's how I feel about that kind of stuff. For me, what I actually want to do is I would like to post the
Hello, Lisa.
programs.
I'm Lisa.
How you doing, Lisa? I want to post all the programs online for free.
Hmm.
So starting with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, those are like the three basic pillars to software, right? When you meet people who are doing the self-taught program stuff,
Yeah.
those are the first three that they actually want to implement. And the reason why is because you need those three to build websites. You need JavaScript for the interactivity. You need cascading style sheets, which is also known as CSS for the styling part of it, which is something that I hate doing. I'm not really a good painter or colorer. I'm not really into that. Um, and then obviously you need HTML, hypertext markup language for the actual page. So I think those are the top three I would give to people if you want to start in computer science. But just go and learn that if you don't learn this one, Python is the big one, guys. This is it right here. what we're on right now, YouTube, coded in Python. Spotify, coded in Python,
Mm.
right? Python is, to me, Python and Java, right, are the biggest money makers in the entire industry. Unless you're going into something like what I'm doing right now, which is cybersecurity, which is for General Motors is basically the OnStar division. You get what I'm saying? So
Okay.
because obviously General Motors, their product is vehicles, so most of the technology that will go into it is navigation, stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Automatic crash response. That's one of the things that we work on, right? At General Motors, we have software that's built into the vehicles where they use the sensors, the physical sensors, along with technology and a lot of other different stuff in the background. So like servers that connect to us and our whatever wherever we are, we can log in and basically stop the vehicle. The vehicle can detect that you're in an accident, right? Say, "Oh my God, M3, are you okay?" It's gonna give us a call, and
Yeah.
it's gonna send your location to um the closest police tower. So let's say if you're not in California, let's say if you're in
Hmm.
Michigan, then it's gonna send it to the local station. They're gonna send the location to the police. They're gonna come get you.
And that's smart too.
And yeah, and so thank you. It's a lot of different ways that we implement technology, and that's why I got into it is because I wanted to be able to make software, and I'm gonna address Colette's statement, but I wanted to be able to make software for a lot of different things, whether it was for a place like General Motors or specifically the Army, because they have the best technology there is. But over the top said, "You make me stick and sick. I didn't know you were so talented and full of information. Please continue to talk like this." I can see the ladies perking it up.
Yeah.
Um, thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you,
Thank you,
Colette.
people. Like the chat's like lit and they're in tune. And, you know that side I didn't really know about your Darrell, but I had like an inclination that when it comes to like anything that has something to do with tech, and I kind of feel like when it comes to like, most like YouTubers, the way how they have their presentation set
Mm-hmm.
up, I'm like, okay, they have to have some type of tech skill background, whether if you personally work in the tech industry
Mm-hmm.
or you self-taught yourself, you know.
Right.
So I was like, definitely kudos to this man because, this is something that, the viewers like, in the chat, like probably haven't even witnessed before as far as like learning about the tech stuff. So yeah, this is an interesting conversation. That's why I'm just like just soaking it all in. Good thing I could just catch the replay, whatever
No,
I
I
missed.
definitely appreciate it, man. No, I plan on doing videos about software development, Python. All of those are going to be
Salute,
accessible on my
salute.
channel, on my channel for free. One of the things that I plan on actually doing.
See, we're
Wow.
already done with the dirty pastor, but man, oh, okay.
I might be able to actually honor that. I might be able to actually honor that. But one of the things I plan on actually doing very soon is how to actually use technology to build your channel up. So like I just showed you, I'm using my
Okay.
iPad to stream on, and it's
Hmm.
wirelessly. It's connected to my computer and everything. One of the apps that I use is called the Epoch app. So everybody on YouTube use a little device called the Elgato, which is like a little sound machine, but they actually have an app called the Epoch app, which allows you to use your iPhone, your Android, or your iPad, like I'm using now, my iPad Pro,
Okay.
and they connect wirelessly. And the camera is pretty decent. I think that, and obviously I got a microphone, so you can connect to all different audio interfaces, et cetera, et cetera. But
Hmm.
to me, it takes small YouTubers who are, let's say, struggle streaming, whatever words you want to use for it. It kind of elevates you a little bit more. I could turn my lights off and make the lighting better, but it is what it is. So I want to make content in the future about building your YouTube page, about the computer science stuff. But I have another book here. It might be, yep, it is right here. I ain't want to get up because anyway, I've been reading this book a lot. 1,001 things that everybody should know about African Americans. Yeah,
Okay.
that is gonna give me 1,000 videos. You guys know I love posting videos anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I plan on doing a video about every single topic. I have that app too, Lady Colette. I have that app as well.
How you
I,
pronounce it? It's what's Irium?
I do think it's I think it's Irium, but
Irium.
I
Okay.
do think it's Irium. but I use Epoch app because it's just so dope. What's
Mm.
going on, Mr. Best in the world?
Wait a
It's
minute!
a
Wait
bit.
a minute! He's here! Yeah!
Yeah, yeah.
I am here. Yes, I am here. I know y'all been waiting for your boy to come in here. I am here. Yes.
You know what's
Everybody, baby,
crazy?
we here, baby. Darrel, what's going on? Hold on, let me shout everybody in the comments. You know how I do. Let me shout
Yeah, yeah,
everybody in
yeah,
the
yeah. No
comments.
problem
What's
though.
going on? What's going on?
No, I know I'm super hyped, but that's I gotta I had to get my shower on, freshen up, all that. You know what I mean? No, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it's great using this laptop. Ooh, M3, you never told me to use a laptop, man. You never told me about this. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? I'm using my laptop from now on. It took a little while to load up, but it's good. Shout out to Brittany B. Brittany B, I'm still gonna get you. I told you I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you for all your little comments. I'm gonna get you. Over the top WME, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Gator girl, what's up, girl?
Mhm.
Yeah, Gator girl. Oh, boy, what's good? Gator girl, like you get, I heard you talking in three early in the interview. Gator girl has been rocking with us for a minute, for a long minute. Gator
Exactly.
girl. JP, wow, I am honored. The great JP is here. Wow, I'm super
Hmm.
honored. Man, I can't believe it. JP, we got to work with you soon, definitely. You know what I mean? Who else? K Marion, I see you. Hey, K Marion. Maricela, oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
Marcel's in the building too.
thank you, Maricela. Thank you for coming through. Yeah. Let me see what else is up in here. Let me see. Let me go through. Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me
we.
scroll.
Okay, go ahead.
Lisa, I see you.
Yeah, that's my
Okay, I
aunt
see you.
Lisa.
Queen Dom, what's up, girl? What's up, Queen
Yeah, Dom
Dom?
in the
What's
building.
up, your life? All right, you know what I'm saying? I see everybody up in here. What's going on? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to all the people in the chat, man.
Get
Giving
Shout
a
out to
that one.
shout out.
everybody in the chat.
Oh yeah, shout out to your channel too, Darrell. Everything, every day podcast. Man, this brother is working hard. Man, I be up night. I be up. I'm a blade just like him, man. Me and Darrell got a lot in common. I can't say everything we have in common, but we have a lot in common. But yes,
Hmm.
I'll be up late, and man, I'll be like, oh snap, they go another one. They go another one. I'll be like just watching like all the videos and stuff. You know what I mean? We actually have something coming up with him pretty soon. Y'all look out for it. Y'all look out for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Stay tuned though. We can't drop on y'all yet,
Oh yeah.
Nah, not yet. No.
but yeah, it's coming very, very, like literally very soon. All right.
Very.
But to get to what Colette
Mhm.
had asked me, Colette, there's a few different ways to do it because the way that King did it is he used the momentum that he had coming from Lapeef and the momentum of what happened between him and the Dirty Pastor and the momentum of the video that he did with Shannon, which not to hype. I just want to highlight that is Shannon most view that is Shannon most view
Video
video on
basically.
his channel. Thank you so much. Um,
Mm.
how I did mine was a little bit more differently. I just hopped on my first 3 or 4 videos is about Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather. I was talking about what I was interested in at the time. And then I talked about a lot of other different things. I didn't get to Anton until maybe about video 70. Um, what I would suggest, because some people would say get a niche, talk about that niche. I don't agree with that. I think that what make me so popular is I'm polarizing. And subscribers don't really mean as much to me as views do. So what I mean by that is take Shannon for example. Shannon has 3,000 subscribers, but he only
Hmm.
has 90,000 views. I
Okay.
have 800 subscribers, almost at 150,000 views. Why is that? Why am I being watched
And
almost 50?
congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I just think that when you're more polarizing and when you have more to offer than just, what you think people should be watching. People think that, well, people should be watching Christian stuff or people should be watching like a fucking episode version of the Bible. But what people really want is what they want. So one of the things that I do is I go to YouTube and I type in how to, right? So for
Mhm.
example, I'm doing a Christmas video immediately, probably tomorrow. I'm doing a Christmas video about top gifts to get because I want people to come to my YouTube channel who are not just here for King, not here for me. I want people who actually come in to come. So if they say, um, if they type in how do you fix whatever, I want to have a video about that. How do you somebody asked me today, shout out to Lady Tawana. Tawana asked me, how do you create a YouTube intro like the one I created? So I show her how to do it in the Mojo app, right? So I did my complete intro in the Mojo app, and then I use Epidemic Sounds to download all of my different copyright free music to play in the background.
Okay.
Um, Colette is funny. Colette said, "Are you telling me I have to start a war?" No, no. What I mean is, just use the resources that you have first and foremost, but you don't have to actually go at somebody. What you could do is react to different things that you see. So if you see something like what happened with Brittany Renner and Kevin Samuels recently, do reaction videos. And Colette, I saw you've been doing reaction videos and your audio was a little bit messed up. I'm going to give you some really good. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. I'm gonna give you some good tips, and I'm gonna try to keep this as professional, but because I'm on my mic, I want to show you guys some stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
go
not
ahead.
sure if she has a MacBook or not, but I used to have the same issue, Colette, when I was doing the reaction videos. The way that you get your reaction videos to be good is you have to download something called Black Hole Channel. Download Black Hole Channel. I'm gonna give you guys a quick little game real quick, and I'm gonna do this right here so you guys can see my screen.
Do you want
So,
me to zoom in a little bit?
is that better?
Yeah, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Oops, hold on.
Yeah, give him a spotlight. Give him a spotlight.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. There we go.
Bang.
Is that better?
Yeah.
So once you have the black hole channel, you got to go to something called audio MIDI setup. So with the audio MIDI setup, as you can see right here, I have something called built-in device, and then I got my I have the audio interface I'm talking on now, right? But I have these different recording devices. One is called screen recording with computer. And I have my built-in computer. I have the audio interface that I'm talking to you guys on now, and the black hole channel. When you create that, what it does is the black hole channel is going to take the audio exactly how the viewer would see it as if they're watching it on TV. So when you guys watch a lot of my reaction videos now, you would see that the videos sound like as if you guys was clicking on it, right? It doesn't sound like I'm pre-recording it through a microphone. Also, I'll send you guys another good video that I use to download YouTube videos for free. It's very, very, very good. So if you have bad internet, download the video that you want to react to the night before and then react to it that way. Or if you want to edit it, because I do a lot of different editing now with Conversations with King, download it before.
Okay, let's see. You mind if you post in a private chat and then I could just share it to the
Oh yeah, I'll leave you with all that good jazz.
Okay. Oda says I do not sorry. She says I do it on the StreamYard and I just changed my mic. I have like 4 mics, about $300.
I would not suggest doing it on StreamYard, but I'm not sure if so I don't do live shows often, as you guys know. And I'll show you guys what I do my StreamYards. My reactions in. So here's a list of all the applications I have. And this one right here called OBS. If I click on it right now, it's gonna open up. It's gonna get it. You guys see I got this. Yeah, so yeah. This is OBS pulled up right here. It's completely free. And so you see I have live scene. You see how that reaction put up, that reaction box? And then this right here would normally be my face, but just face. So I will come back and it would be talking to like it'll just be my face on there. And then I can just go back to live scene. It'd be me right here and the live reaction. But you see how it says, you see how this right here? Can you guys see this?
Yeah, you can see it.
This is the audio track for the microphone I'm on now, but you guys see it says Black Channel 2, right? So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna play one of these videos right now. All right, you see I got Courtney right there. Once I turn that on, all right, hold on, because I want to show you guys something. You see how the black hole didn't play, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to give you guys some free game, real talk, because I know this is real technical, but I want to show you guys this.
No, hey, it's all good. This is your show right now, man. So
System
definitely.
preferences, go to sounds.
Yeah,
Right
DJ,
now,
thing, bro.
I appreciate it, fellas. Go to screen record with computer. Now I'm gonna click on Courtney video again.
Before anybody else starts, I just want to say
And do you guys see?
It's not a verbal presentation. It's how I.
So what it's doing is actually what it does is actually taking the audio and actually recording it the way it actually is. So I think that StreamYard is probably, in my opinion, not StreamYard. Streamlabs OBS is the best way to record reaction videos and then edit your videos by far.
And hold on, WME, I just sent you a link in your Instagram if you want to join and ask more questions. I just sent you a link.
Oh, shoot. We're already at the 41-minute mark. Actually, hold on. Let me do public real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did you tell me, bro? I'll be free to drop the link to anybody that want to join in.
Hey, I like
okay.
Too, man. I like the red sweater. I like the red sweater game. I see you, bro.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, I got dressed for the occasion, but
Yes,
so now going back, you said that the OBS StreamYard is absolutely free, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Now I know you have a MacBook Pro, right? Do you also have like a Windows like laptop as well too? Or
I got like 7 computers here. I'm on the iMac. I got the MacBook Air. I'm the one I keep turning around is the iPad Pro. Then I have a few different PCs out in the living room.
Okay. Is the software different based off like the operating system?
OBS is not. OBS is not.
Okay. See now, this would be good. Like, you know, when you start like, you know, to showcase like, you know, your software tutorials, like we would definitely need to dab into like the OBS.
I got a StreamYard tutorial coming too.
Say again?
I'm doing a StreamYard tutorial as well very soon.
Awesome. Yeah, and StreamYard is having like a whole lot of like, you know, good updates as well. I want to share this link real quick. There was something else I was going to say. I also have like XSplit. Do you recommend for people who have XSplit, can they do the same thing?
What do you use that for?
Well, at that time, before I started using StreamYard, I was using XSplit for like streaming like video games or streaming like other things, and you know, but I wasn't really. I mean, I'm not really that like that tech savvy when it comes like, you know, to like doing like these like live streams, like using like best of all, you got an echo.
I do.
Yeah.
You know what? So the reason why I started using Streamlabs too is because I would go on to PlayStation 5 and I would stream a lot of the video games, but I want my face at the bottom, right? So I would use Streamlabs and I can stream to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time.
Okay.
And it actually, like I said, it picks up in 4K. It gives you that good quality, good stream. Every single video you guys have ever seen me done, like the Dirty Pastor videos, those videos, like the reaction part sounds so crisp. Like you guys are clicking on one of their videos because it captured the video as is. And that was a problem that I had in my first few videos. You guys go back and watch my very, very, very first video. And you know, I even post a link to it if you guys want to watch it, but I did that video awfully. I had the volume up real loud on my Mac so I can capture audio, right, while I was screen recording. But then I did a lot of research and I realized this is just wrong. And I wanted to have the same kind of reaction videos I saw everybody else having. So I found out those were the best way to do it. Black Hole and Streamlabs. Every single video you guys have seen on my channel has been recorded in Streamlabs. Every single one. And it's so easy to use. It's so beautiful to use. And that's why. So what Colette just talked about background noise, because I can talk about software all night long. I use Final Cut Pro for all my editing. It has the ability to. Have you guys used Final Cut Pro before?
Unfortunately, no, because well, one, you have to pay for that, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And I think Final Cut Pro was exclusively for Mac computers.
That is correct.
Okay, okay. So unfortunately, yeah, no, I haven't dabbed into Final Cut Pro, but I heard it was amazing.
Yeah, so you probably use like Adobe After Effects or Premiere Pro, something like that, more than likely, right?
Well, most of my softwares, okay, so mine's like more like off-brand softwares, like using Windows. So
Mm-hmm.
mine's was like Filmora X.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was doing, um, and then on my mobile phone, then I have there's Action Direct and then there's Power Direct.
I'm familiar. Yep.
Yeah. So I use like so on my cell phone I use mostly Power Direct. If I'm on my computer I use Filmora X.
All right.
And
I
that's the
definitely
latest version of it.
I use Final Cut Pro as a student. So basically Final Cut Pro I think is about $300 normally, but if you're a student, you can use your student discount and get both applications for $200, both Logic Cut Pro, which is something that you can record music in or different audio tracks, and Final Cut Pro, which is mostly a video editing software. I would suggest both of those applications. I've used both of them for different reasons. I've had people come in my office and record music. I do have a different booth that I can put around the microphone. iMovie is good too. I'm doing a video about iMovie as well. It's the free version of Final Cut Pro. I use that on my iPad. At least I used to. I actually use another app called LumaFusion, which is crazy because it's so
Wow, I
good,
never
bro.
heard of it. Okay.
It's so good. It's a $30 application for the iPad that works just like Final Cut Pro. And I only did it because this is like my to-go computer. I don't even use my MacBook Air at all. But listen, I would highly suggest, because I do a lot of other different film stuff outside of this. I'm doing a wedding on December 10th, right?
Okay.
I would suggest using Final Cut Pro at some point. Even for you, Lady Colette, try to find it in a way to buy it or hop on somebody else. Like I had people under my family plan because they can use different applications. You can literally share it. But it's a really good software, bro. Like it's so much to talk about when it comes to Final Cut Pro. Like you guys see all my edits, but that's because Final Cut Pro, for example, if you're using Adobe After Effects, Adobe Premiere Pro, when you edit videos, it gives that like it doesn't render. If you edit videos, you know what I'm talking about. And yes, Colette is right. The plugins, oh my God. My plugins are so dope now. I got like subscribe plugins, I got social media plugins, I got a lot of different plugins, sound effects. The sound effects are vast. I think that it's the ultimate companion to a YouTuber. If you have Final Cut Pro, it'll make your life easier. People wonder how I put out 30 videos a day. It's because of Final Cut Pro. I can go in, I can be editing a video right now. Like right now. And it like if I was to share my screen, open up the software, it wouldn't even like mess up my computer because the software also works in a way that it doesn't take up too much RAM. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when it comes to computer science, man, it's just like the dirty pastor, man. I can talk about this all night. I can talk about this all night, man. I can talk about this all night.
Hey, shout out to Let's Talk the Better Black Life. Shout out to them.
Shout out to brother Clarence, yes.
Yeah, bro Clarence, yes, we're gonna work with you soon, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. You know,
Yeah,
anybody else that's new to like Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube, you know, feel free to hit the subscribe button. And for the ones who's returning, and also here to show like Darrel some love, man. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for doing that. You know, we got to uplift our people, man. You know, our brothers, our sisters, man. So keep doing what you're doing, and most so, you know, get the likes up as well too, though. You know,
likes up.
Yeah, let's increase the likes. Queen Dom says, I like iMovies of my cat. Okay. So adorable.
She makes iMovies of her cat.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
how I
I
like.
like.
Oh, I mean, Meg. Yeah, I read it wrong.
Yeah, I like iMovie too. iMovie is dope. It's free. It's easy to use. You know what's crazy is one of my favorite YouTubers, and she makes $40,000 a month. She was my inspiration to get on YouTube. Her name is Kelly Stamps. Go and subscribe to Kelly Stamps. Free promotion right here for her. She made a video about her editing process, and
Mm.
she and does it in iMovie, bro. This girl make $40,000 a month. She's the only black person also you're gonna find on YouTube's page. Like if you go to YouTube Instagram page,
Mhm.
she's the only black person there. She's absolutely dope. Just somebody who I look up to. All her page is nothing but vlogs. So no live streams, no what do you call it? Like the super chats. None
Yeah.
of that, bro. Just organically building her site and her entire different page. And now, it's crazy. She used that
Mm.
$40,000 a month to get her pilot's license, and then she bought a plane.
Oh
So
shit!
I'm watching her channels like,
Jet? You got the jet?
Hold on,
bro,
hold on. Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. I gotta talk about this real quick, right?
You got to drop the horn for that jet.
Yeah. That's amazing. Like, you know how many hours like it takes, right, just to even try to get your license to become a pilot. You know, yet alone, right, to be able to like afford like your own plane too, though.
there we go. Kelly Stamps.
Oh man, I
Yeah,
flew a
You
man.
plane
hit
once too on a day.
the horn for the jet, man. You got to hit the horn for the jet one time,
Man, I
please.
ain't even got my horns ready. I ain't got my sound bits, man. Like, you know, Darrel man was like, busy man waking me up, man, with this good knowledge. So yeah, I'm a little slow at it right now, man. I might put it away, but you know what I mean. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Nah, man,
No,
that's amazing, man. My bad, I interrupt you, but
no, you good. It's um, she definitely is somebody who represents to me black excellence when it comes to YouTube. And I mean, think about it like this, guys, because YouTube money is different.
thank you.
This woman is at 700,000 subscribers. She make about 40,000 a month, like she said. Fresh and Fit are at about
Shout out to them.
Fresh and Fit is about, shout out to those brothers. I think they are like at 500K, and they make 80,000, 100,000 a month because they getting super
Shit.
chats. They doing
Yeah.
videos every night. The videos being viewed the next morning, right? They got
Mhm.
merchandise. So this YouTube hustle, man, because that's where we started at. What made me get into computer science and YouTube. Now we at a point in age where it's no reason for us to be asking our wives for $20. We can make money online, right?
Yeah.
It's no reason for you to become Big Meech and Terry because you can make the money that they made online, right? You can
Mm.
be sitting at your computer. You know what? This is a fun fact. 2007, first iPhone is released. There is no application market. There's barely a Pandora. There is no Instagram. That market blossomed from the idea of Steve Jobs and pretty much. Do you remember those old commercials? There's an app for that. I want to get pizza. Well, there's an app for that now. You know
Mhm.
that wasn't the case back when I was a young man, especially when you guys were a young man or Meech and Terry was young man in the 80s. But we have a special time period now, fellas, where we can create wealth easily. Easily. It just take a little bit of hard work, man. And that's what I'm doing right now on my YouTube channel. Is I'm creating wealth. I'm creating another stream of revenue. And I'm doing it because ultimately, to be honest, because I'm a father. I plan on being a husband soon. And if I plan to do those things, I gotta be at a point where my money is dictated by what I do, not by some man or some woman in a
Mm.
contract. No, it's about what I get up and do. And Kelly Stamps can't out hustle me. I feel bad waking up every day knowing a 22-year-old girl out hustling me and making 40,000 a month legally. I can't. I feel bad sleeping every night. So I got to get up and work. I got to stay up and work until I get to that level. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the key to social media, like I always tell them, the key to social media is a lot of times the women.
Yeah.
They're always going to somewhat beat us when it comes to the views and attention and stuff like that. Like it's, I mean, unless you like Joe Rogan, which is a whole different level. Like that's like God level almost, but no
Yeah.
comparison. But yeah, but shout out to CKQ. You know what I
Yeah, definitely
mean?
shout outs to CKQ.
Yeah, and the link is in the description, y'all. If anybody wants to come and ask
Yeah,
Darrell a
I'm gonna
question,
post it again.
yeah.
Darrel, I do have a question, right?
Okay.
So just so I don't lose my train of thought, this one. But man, this is like a lot of stuff. But I wanted to kind of ask you, okay, when you got into like this YouTube also, right? Just start doing like YouTube and all that. I know you said like your most viewed videos was about Larry Bird, right? Am I making sure that I heard you correctly? Now, how did you? And I understand, like you also mentioned about the Lapeef too, though, right? When
Mhm.
you had joined the Lapeef, was like your first time kind of like getting involved into kind of like manosphere like topics?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I had watched Kevin Samuel videos and I had reacted to a few of those videos on his page and Fresh and Fit. I had I fuck with those guys heavy. I thought those guys were dope.
Mm-hmm.
But then out of nowhere, I get a recommendation to the Lapeef Network, and actually I remember the exact one. It was one with Kevin Samuels, a young lady named Neek, Nic, Tawana, and Courtney. Courtney was wearing a blue Tennessee State University because that's where she went to school there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so at that time, I loved the show because Courtney was the idea of femininity, right? She
Okay.
was gorgeous, very feminine, I guess, very what's the word that these guys like using? Submissive, which I don't like. How is she submissive sitting on a panel? But whatever.
Everyone's
Whatever.
submissive now these days, as long as like they corroborate, right?
Exactly, right. And that's so I like the show dynamic and I fucked with the fact that Courtney was very pro black. We saw eye to eye on that.
D, hold on
That's
one second. One second. I'm sorry, bro. I got to give her a shout out. Shout out to the wonderful and awesome Sheree B. Chicago, man.
very
Got to
Yeah,
shout
beautiful,
out.
Sheree.
the
Very
best of the
beautiful.
best. Shouts to you, sis. Much love as always. Thank you for tuning in. Everyone get the likes up. But yeah, even
But
like
yeah,
follow
I was
Sheree B.
never really
Chicago's page too.
interested in the manosphere stuff, man, to be honest. I was never really interested in it. I
Yeah.
was always just a lot of my reactions was are these guys even telling the fucking truth, right? Kevin Samuels, you've been in 2 failed divorces. Why should we be
Mm-hmm.
taking your advice?
Mm.
Kevin Samuels, you come across as somebody who explore male and female options. Why should
Yeah.
we take advice from you? And the same thing from the lead attorney, right? To everybody. To me, it's about who you are,
Mm-hmm.
what you represent, and why should we be listening to you? It's the same thing that people come to me and say, why should we listen to Darrel? Um, and I try my best to explain why. And if you stay, you stay. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, a lot of people really saw the Anton videos because I wasn't talking like how we've been talking the whole night, right?
Yeah.
If if I had never came on the shows like this and did my own videos, they would never know that I graduated from Central Michigan, that I know about computer science, and I can hold a conversation about this for days on end, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when that topic happened, as I said earlier in the show, I was very disgusted. I thought it was very insensitive. Um,
Yeah. About Black culture was trash and hey,
Black
look,
culture is
look, you can feel
trash.
free. Yeah.
Yeah, the black culture is trash. The Black Panthers were trash. The Black Panthers, specifically, what he said was the Black Panthers were a whole bunch of men that got into rooms and did nothing, which I thought was very insensitive.
Oh
Um,
shit, I didn't hear. Oh, okay.
yeah, is crazy insensitive. Um, so for me, man, I just wanted to correct that person. I felt like having somebody like him in our community is very, very, very dangerous. It's no different than knowing what we know about R. Kelly. R. Kelly move in next door to you. What you gonna do? Like, he move in next door before all this stuff pop off, but you know what's popping over there. What are you
Yeah.
going to do? Right? Do you he got money, I can eat off him, or do you do the honorable thing? Right? So and obviously honor is subjective. To you, honor might be messing with him to feed your family by any means.
Mm-hmm.
or it might be protecting your family in the whole community so that your
Mhm.
family can have a chance to grow in a safe environment. That's how I would play it.
Yeah.
Um, so that's how I felt about Anton. I wanted to get you out of this community because you don't deserve to talk to our people. For somebody who claims to be not black, for somebody who has no real respect for people who are going through oppression today,
Hmm.
you sure use your talking points to talk to black people every single day. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say about the dirty pastor. And I told him this on my show. I said, Anton, you say that, well, if black people haven't been through slavery today, but they're complaining about the ramifications that it caused them today, that's called victim mentality. Cool, cool. No arguments there, whatever.
Okay.
I want you to go to the Jewish people and I want you to tell them, and I want you to do it live, right? I say, hey, Jewish people, the Holocaust happened years ago. You guys haven't been in internment camps. Whatever oppression, whatever whatever ramifications is happening because of that. You
Hmm.
guys are fools. You guys are playing victim mentalities. I want you to go say that, and I want you to also, while you at it, tell them that their community is trash, and then go to the LGBTQ community and tell
Okay.
them that you haven't been hanged like what was happening to the gay people back in the day. So you complaining about that as victim mentality and your community is trash. I just asked them to go do it, right? Because it's so easy it's easy to attack the black community because we have no political power.
Right.
What I told Anton was that if you had attacked the gay community in the way that you attacked our community and said gay people are trash, they practice things that are detriment to their own community, as if nobody else does that in the world but black people, which is crazy. Um, he would become the baby, right? We saw what the baby did.
Yeah.
We saw the fucking punishment, instant punishment. What happened to Nick Cannon? Hey man, Jewish people run. Only thing he said was Jewish people run the media. Show gone off the internet. Got to meet with the dudes. Got to apologize. People like Anton say this type of stuff about black people and about our culture all the time. What happened? Who do? What person do they have to meet with? What committee hold them accountable? So what I
Yeah.
did was I decided to step into that space and just do it myself, right? And I challenge people, hey, if you don't like me, let's take it offline. Let's fight. Let's finish it there. Or you don't want to do that because you got too much to lose. As if you're gonna lose your home and kids from an ass whipping,
Hmm.
right? But
Peace.
that's why I let that go, and I try to focus now on the energy that I'm giving you guys tonight. The Darrel who went to school, the Darrel who
Yeah.
pledged Alpha Phi Alpha, the Darrel who started a program called Men About Change at Central Michigan University, which is still a program that students are a part of to this day. Um, so for me, man, it was always about just doing the best for my community, the best for my people. I've always been like that. And you know what? I posted a picture. I don't know if you guys saw it, but a few years ago, on the day my son was born, I met with the author of a book called The New Jim Crow.
Hmm.
Her name is Michelle Alexander. She also has a documentary on Netflix called The 13th, which is about the 13th Amendment, which I'm pretty sure you already know about, right? But for the viewers, if the viewers are not aware of what the 13th Amendment is, I'll try my best to say exactly how it is. I believe the saying goes, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude shall exist in the United States of America except for the punishment of whereas a party have been duly committed, like or duly convicted. And basically what they're basically saying is that slavery will be abolished except for with the punishment of a crime, which means if you go to jail, you become a criminal, you're
Hmm.
a slave. That's literally what the 13th Amendment says. Um, but my whole goal was to just bring enlightenment, man. And when I see people like the dirty pastor, I just realize I have to, move those people out of my community the best way I can. If I can't do it, I'm going to highlight it to other people so that we can do it collectively together. That's all it was. It was never personal. Um, and I know when I'm in war mode, bro, there is no rules. The only rule is to survive. Um, and that's how I've been in the last few months when it comes to dealing with Anton, dealing with the La Peep situation. And obviously, as of recently, dealing with the E Black situation, right? Which that was something that really that pissed me off far more than Anton, far more than Anton, because Anton and I don't, Anton said he knew where my family lived at, but never in a million years do I think he would go and pull a video of me sitting with my daughter and her mother talking about a situation that we all had went through and try to use it out of context. To me, that like a stab in the back is always worse than a stab in the belly.
Mm.
And I'm always gonna take a stab in the belly with more respect than somebody who stabbed me in the back. And that's what I felt like happened with E Black. So, you know, for the last few months, I feel like people been trying me. But at the end of the day, what I'm going to do is now that I've abolished E Black, he's no longer a horseman, right? I've I've gotten. I'm not gonna say anything about the Latif Network, but I will say is since I've started my beef with them, they have lost panelists. Panelists have moved on to get their own shows,
Yeah.
and they're doing well without them. These guys are scrambling to get different people on, et cetera, et cetera. Nevertheless, my goal, bro, is just Black power, Black education. Like I said, a lot of the videos I'm about to be doing is going to be about Jeffrey Stewart's book, A Thousand Things Everyone Should Know About African Americans History, which is it's an incredible book about leaders like Colin Powell, for example. I actually went to
Mhm.
Colin Powell Academy in Detroit, which is a middle school out there. But yeah, man, I'm an open book, man. Anything anybody want to ask me, I'm probably gonna hop. I'm probably gonna stay on for about 5 or 10 more minutes, but I'm gonna go make dinner in a minute for me and my daughter soon.
Yeah, no
But
problem.
I definitely I'll answer any questions, anything you guys want to know before I get up out of here.
Yeah, and I have like the chat. I'm sorry, the link to the chat. So
Hmm.
please, like folks, right? Hop up in there. Feel free to like ask like Darrel like any questions like before he got to head out because I know he got to hop into like he got to do his roles first like as a father. And I know you said earlier you got to hop into like another live stream, right?
Yeah, definitely. I'll be on one.
What's the name of the live stream that you're hopping on?
I'll be going to Courtney live stream sooner than later. I'm gonna wait till E Black get off there, and but outside of that, I should be on there soon. Like I said, I'm about to eat some food first. Probably make me some salmon first. I already talked to Courtney about it and told her I'd be up afterwards. There's no point of us being on the same panel, me and him, because it's gonna be
Yeah, you
bad
don't want to.
energy.
You don't want to. Yeah,
It's gonna be
that's
bad energy. I'm not trying to be synonymous with bad energy. So um yeah, that's later on. Right now I want to just any questions anybody has for me, that's what I want to focus on.
all right. We got one brother in here, and Blissman says like you missed the whole show, but I want to show everyone support.
Shout out
Thank
to
you,
Bliss
Bliss
me.
Me. Yeah, definitely for tuning in. When this is over, you could definitely catch the replay if you want to, though. But
Mhm.
definitely good information if you want to learn, the backstory of coding and computer science and all this good stuff.
I do
Definitely
see
worth
that
checking out.
brother Clarence asked me a question. I didn't see it now. He said, "Are you going to start your own panel show?"
Oh yeah.
Actually,
Well,
yes.
actually, yeah. Actually, brother Clarence is here right now, so he could kind of tell you that actually
Oh,
that right now.
what's
What's up,
going
brother
on?
Clarence?
What's going on, big brother? How you doing?
What's going
Pretty
on,
good. How
bro?
are
T?
you?
Oh, what's going on? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. What's up, brother D?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I see
All
Bliss
right.
me asked me how old I am. I just turned 31 in August.
Very wise, man, for someone so young, man.
Hey, brother D. What about my question, man?
You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
I
we're
was
gonna get
just getting to that. I was getting to that.
where's that question at, man?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually structure
There
the
it is.
show right now. I've been talking to a few different people in the background about creating the show, but I want to do the show right. I don't want to just do live streams where people just pop up talking about random stuff. To be honest, I'm in the process of doing a StreamYard tutorial. So in that process, August 27th, Sheree, Virgo. What I'm going to actually do is I had to get my train of thought back. StreamYard. I'm
Hmm.
creating an intro so that I can have a 10-minute countdown. I'm getting copyright music so that I can have music in the background. We creating a backdrop so that kind of like what you have here going on right now with the green screen background. I want to have a logo type background. Bachelor's of Science, Computer Science, 2016, Central Michigan University. That was to bliss me. But so for me, bro, it's all about really creating the right show. I want to have the topic structure. I want to have the ticker at the bottom, all of it. You get what I'm saying? So for me, that's what it's about for me. It's not really going to be a show where we talk about the same things every day either. I'm going to be talking about computer science one day. We're going to be talking about sports another day. I actually want to have different days to talk about different stuff. And it's very, very important to me to get the time right. That's what I'm working on right now more than anything else, is to figure out what time should it be, because King does his show at 7 every day Eastern EST, and Chef does his after show. E Black was doing like a pre-show, so I could take that slot. I could start at 5 o'clock, something like that. But actually, what I prefer to do, because I'm up every morning working out, I prefer to start at 8 in the morning. I prefer to have an early morning, but nobody's up at that time, right? They listen to the radio, or they're getting their first blunt in of the day or something like that. It's different strokes, different folks. So to answer the question, brother, absolutely yes. I will be starting a panel show. I want to talk to people. I want to be able to have conversations like this, right? Where, like M3 said, he said, I didn't even know Darrel was like this. You know what I mean? But I am. I really am. I got Star Wars stuff everywhere here. In some ways, I'm a nerd. I guess you can really call me that.
Yeah,
But
see,
in
that's
other
why I love
ways,
the
I'm not.
interviews, man. Like I said, it's the
I
best way to
appreciate
get
it.
to know you.
Brother Darrel, are you gonna be allowing pushback? Are you gonna be like the mothership, and if you push back, you're just gonna be banned from the establishment?
You know what? No, I don't like that. I don't like that. 'Cause you're referring to what Anton did to King. No, I
Yeah.
don't really like that.
And JB and Tawana
And
and B Nix
Courtney now, a few
and
different
Courtney.
people. Yeah. Yeah, man. They don't like confrontation over there. I actually welcome confrontation because it's not always hostile, right? A lot of
Right.
different times it's competitive. A lot of different times it comes from a place of trying to self-identify, right? And I can relate to that because I just finished a story on HBO about Serena and Venus' father, King Richard, also Richard Williams. So, Serena, as I consider Serena the greatest athlete of all time. But at that point in time in Compton, she was very insecure, especially growing up after her sister Venus, who was a fucking champion. So when she was hostile, it wasn't always when she was competitive, it wasn't always in the hostile. She just wanted to be better and be able to prove something to herself. And that's how I consider some of the opposition that I face. Like E Black, for example. I don't think that everything in the beginning that he was doing was hostile. I think he was very competitive. But, sometimes there's an old saying, you don't compete where you don't compare. And I think that he fell into the trap of trying to compete in a place where he didn't compare. In every facet of a man, I'm very formidable. I can fight with you. We can talk. We can go education. We can go stats. We can go facts. Whatever you want to do, I'm willing to do it. We can go money. We can go women. Whatever you want to do, I'm gonna line it up and do it. So for me, I see the comments. I'm sorry, I should have been keeping up with the comments. But for me, it's all about my channel is all. It's like I said about a few minutes ago. It's all about me, man. I love talking about, as you guys know, Black Power, bro. Black Power, but it's so many different layers to me. Like, again, if I show y'all this list, I got video ideas, StreamYard.
Do
Video.
you mind by zooming in real quick?
Oh yeah, no, do your thing. So I got a lot of different videos ideas. And these are stuff that I plan on working on. So this is all already written out, right? You know what I mean? Some of them are already made, some of them are not.
I'm just making sure my name is not on that list, man. I don't want to get cooked. I'll make sure my name ain't on that list, man.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not, brother. And to address what Bliss Me said, she said, I'm very nice. Thank you. Yes, Darrel, I think you are smart and you have so much potential. I can tell once you tap in all of it, your knowledge, education, and experience is going to be lit. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do now. And people like Brother Clarence been trying to do with me, and for a long time.
Yes, definitely.
It's that's why I moved out of Detroit, bro. Because if I was in Detroit, I'm already wild now, but nobody could control me. That was something that my mom couldn't do. Nobody could really control me to try to do what I want to do now for damn near. Down there it was even easier because I can do whatever I want to do, and the police wouldn't come until 3 hours later. I can be damn near in Mount Pleasant by that time. I can be in Lansing, any goddamn where, right?
Yes, sir.
But for me, Brother Clarence, I'm definitely gonna have the show. I'm gonna have people like you up there too because blind guy.
I'm gonna get y'all. I get y'all, Corey and Laquita. I'm gonna get y'all.
And thanks to Sheree too. I do work very, very, very hard. Thank you, Sheree. But I want to have people like you, Brother Clarence, because I don't know if you remember, but a few weeks ago I had one of my mentors. Her name is Marcella. She came on King's show for me.
Okay.
And I had brought her up because she was the only person in Detroit that used to let us come into her house whenever, we wanted to do anything. She would bring young drug dealers, young street dudes off the streets, and she would mentor us, her and her husband. I thought that was very, very, man, how can I even say it? It's hard for me to find the words, bro, but let me just put this clear. I think without that happening in my life, I wouldn't be here talking to y'all right now. I think that, like, genuinely, I probably would be in prison or dead because a lot of young men that I was around. Speaking of that, one of my friends died tonight. His name is Marvin Hill. Rest in peace. He was
Oh, bro, I'm sorry, man, to hear that.
I appreciate it. And I'll mourn afterwards, but Marvin was like me in a way, and he, first of all, not like me. He didn't go to school. He stayed where he was, right? And when you live in a kind of different lifestyle, it comes with a cost. It comes with a cost, man. So for me, I always want to move out and leave the hood behind. But people like Marvin, people like a lot of different friends I grew up with, they never had any Oh, thank you. And I can show you guys him too. No capping, just to get sympathy. He really is fucking dead.
Oh, no. We know you ain't capping. You ain't
man, we know that, man.
Yeah. But a lot of us, bro, we need people like Brother Clarence. We need people like Sister Marcella because, like,
we need you, brothers. We need both of you, brothers.
Yeah, we need the Sherrays, the Sherrells,
we need everybody.
His wife and their lives.
Everybody.
We do, but I stand very firm in this belief, man, that if we had a legion, I use that word specifically, a legion of elders, that the Black community be like a legion of elders that we
That's
actually
like
respect.
Right?
Yeah, man. We need a legion of elders. They all sitting in black suits and all in one big room and telling the rest of us what to do. And we just do it just because we know these men, even if we don't disagree. Like, I disagree about Brother Clarence stance on me going to Anton. I want to keep going to Anton, but I knew it's better for the community, right? And he knew it was better.
Yeah.
So I think that having men around like that, for me, especially for people like me, because if I don't have people around me, I'm going to do whatever I want. And it's not going to be, it's not as smart as I am. I can make stupid choices.
We all can, brother. So
absolutely.
Not just you, brother.
Yeah, shout outs to like the elders, man. And I'm sorry, hold on. Somebody still got that echo.
Okay.
And shout out to Blind Guy and his wife in their life, because I have a few videos that I haven't posted, but they are in those videos, and I have a few different reactions. I want to say this real quick before you go, M3. If you're going to follow like Christians and good people online about marriage, do not follow a man who's talking about Amber Rose. Follow those guys. Follow Blind Guy, his wife, and their life.
I already followed them.
Good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Two people you should follow just off the strength of just being two good people, man. Just off that strength. But if you're looking for relationship advice, how to eat better, to live, and just how to do things in a better, more productive way, that is the channel to follow. Follow that channel, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely.
Likewise, I concur.
Thank you. Brother Clarence, sir, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you are you also like a YouTuber as well?
Oh yeah. I got a channel, and thank you for asking. I saw somebody in the chat ask, but
Yeah. So
I didn't
to
want
answer
to
the question,
disclose.
Gator Girl, yeah, he does have a YouTube channel, and
But
can you
I'll
shout out
just
your
shout it
YouTube
out.
channel? You can
Yeah, I'll
feel free
shout
to
it
do
out
that.
real quick. It's Let's Talk the Better Black Life, with like what you see on the like what you see in the on my name. It's
Okay.
Let's Talk the Better Black Life. You can just type it in, and my channel will pop up. And you'll see. And
Okay.
basically, uh, just like Darrel, try to uplift. Try to put the black community in a better light. Try to guide, especially young men, young black men, into more positive thinking process, by just exposing the truth to them. So I'm not as what do you call that? Darrel is more up to date. He can catch cats with his modern, the way he is, in his contemporary thinking and everything. But I
Very
can catch.
polarizing.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, but he's got a very strong personality, and that's good too. So he can catch cats like that. I can catch him the way I can catch him. Mr. B can catch him the way he catch him. UM3 can catch him the way you catch him. And if we all catching some, we're gonna get some. You know what I mean? We're gonna get a lot of people, and at least put them in, give them the option. We can't force anybody to do anything, but we can give them the option of taking a better route and having their lives turn out better, man.
I agree.
D, I gotta give you my condolences, man. Sorry, about your friend, bro.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him and his family, definitely. Bro Clarence, man, it's an honor to have you on, sir.
Same here, brother. Same here.
I've been seeing you in different spaces and different places on this YouTube world, and we definitely got to get you on. We definitely got to interview you.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. Whenever y'all want to, man, we can talk about it, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say this too before I got here, fellas. I appreciate all three of y'all and everybody in the chats, man. I'm gonna leave my email, my phone number here for everybody here. Already got my digits, but post this for everybody else too. This is like the email everybody can get in contact with me with, man. But if anybody have anything else that they want to know because about YouTube, whatever it is I can help with, just hit me up. I have no problem talking to people. I'll be up at all times. Me and Mr. Best, we be chopping it up. Just feel free to hit me up. Shout out to On the Block with Jen. I absolutely adore Jen.
Yeah. Little Jen.
Absolutely adore Jen. I'm really gonna say this: we need more women like Jen. If women got to the age that Jen is at and looked like Jen, there would be no manosphere. There'd be no motherfucking manosphere because men wouldn't be complaining about shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to go, I'm not about to beat that horse, man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Jen. She's very gorgeous. I love her channel. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Thank you guys
for with me
as well. Thank you guys for having me here. We did a great show last night. Me, Jen, Shannon, King. Very, very, very good show. You guys check that out. It was very crazy towards the end. But yeah, I definitely feel like, the dudes, shout out to Jen. Yeah, she's not gonna get called in on Kevin Samuel's show and he give her a 6 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Dudes, niggas is crazy. But I gotta get out of here, man, before I start choosing. I see y'all boys later.
Brother D. Before you run. I just came in to check your spirit, man. You looking good, man. So you sounding good, looking good. So that's basically why I came in to check on you, brother. So go do your family business, man. But I just want to, I came all the way over here to holler at you, man. Make sure you was all right. You look good to me.
Yeah,
don't do nothing crazy, man.
Yeah, no, he looking vegan right now, man. With all the beef that's done, right? So
he's always sharp.
Beef is done.
Put a spotlight on before you go.
Oh yeah, definitely though. We got to do the traditional spotlight. So hold on for a second. All right, Darrel, feel free to shout out your channel and everything else you want to shout out.
All right, yeah, cool. How you guys doing? If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Darrel Long with the Everything Everyday channel. You guys can really just type my name in, Darrel Long, and it'll pop right up. My channel is mostly about reaction videos, empowerment for Black people, but mostly everything that I like to talk about. whether it's politics, sports, everything that is a part of our society. Fatherhood, that's a big thing that I'm going to be talking about. But if you want to join my channel, man, just subscribe. I'm a down to earth guy. I don't have any Patreon, but I'm not charging for anything. Everything that's on there is for free. And if you want to work together, I'm very down to earth. Give me a call, shoot me an email, and we can work together. And thank you, M3, Mr. Best in the World. Everybody in the chat from Sherelle, Sheree, and those women are crazy gorgeous too. Because I'm spotlighting right now. Shout out to those women. Sherelle and Sheree. Sheree is crazy gorgeous. Sherelle is crazy gorgeous. Shout out to those women, man. Yeah, because I love women. I
I see.
love women.
Ain't
Who
nothing
does
wrong
not?
with that.
And those
Nothing
three
wrong with
women,
that.
yeah, shout out to those women. And Sheree got the haircut and still fine as hell. So shout out to Sheree. But
Nothing wrong.
my channel is all about Black empowerment. As you guys know, I love Black women, or Afro Latino women as well. And it's all about just really just pushing my message, man. One thing that I want to end by saying is shout out to all the Black people like Sheree that have come to me and told me your energy has to be directed towards real problems like health disparities for Black women, right? Um, education disparities for Black communities in general. So these are things that I actually really want to focus my attention on because I have people who are actually watching me
Yes.
and they have expectations of me, and I want to be
Yeah.
able to fulfill those expectations.
Yeah.
That's a big thing to me. It's brother Clarence. You was one of the first people that really hit me up months ago, and you still here really mess with me. So I thank you. I really appreciate it. I don't take none of this for granted.
Always.
None of it.
Always.
Thank you, fellas. And you guys have a good night, man.
Too,
All
brother.
right, you two have a good night, Darrell.
Peace.
Peace, everybody in the chat too. God bless.
All right, thank you.
Peace.
For the folks like that's in the chat, feel free, man, to shout out like Sheree. I'm sorry. Feel free to like subscribe to Sheree Be Chicago.
Oh,
Sherelle. Hopefully, you have a YouTube channel out there soon. If you need our help, like we're here for you. Subscribe to Own the Block with Jen. So
okay.
for all these people, please, definitely. And there's many more too. The blind guy, his wife, their life too.
Man.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
also put out like brother Clarence's if I could find it real quick. This is okay, so let's talk the better Black life. That's
I
his
got you.
YouTube channel. I
Yeah.
posted the link on there too, so people will be able to
Thank you,
easily click and subscribe.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. No problem, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the spotlight on you too, brother Clarence.
Okay.
Feel free to shout anything that you want. You can shout your channel again. So
Okay. My channel is Let's Talk the Better Black Life. I'm gonna be starting a relationship channel in a little while too. But right now I just got the one channel, Let's Talk the Better Black Life podcast. And basically we talk about things related to improving the Black community and just making it a better space where we can improve our lives. But in particularly is focused towards the men. But like I said, we'll to discuss anything that's going to produce positive results for the women, for the men, for anybody, not just Black people. But that's our focus. But we talk about anything that's going to help the community. Period. So, but anyway, yeah, man. If you want to come over there and you don't mind hearing the truth, come on over there. If you got a problem with the truth, then maybe that's not
that's not the place for you.
nah, man, because we stay on that truth, man. We hit you with that truth. And most people when they get hit with so much truth, man, they just dismiss themselves, man, because they can't handle it too much.
Yeah.
But brother Darrel, man, is a good brother, man. You know what I mean? He real rough around the edges, but real good-hearted brother. Good-hearted brother. You get past all that craziness. He's a really good-hearted brother, man. So y'all really could support that brother, man, and support brothers that's about supporting him too, like brother M3, brother Mr. Best. Support. Let's support each other and take each other to the next level. So we don't leave nobody behind. All of us can get across the finish line together. You know what I mean? And we could look back and laugh at the point where we only had 100 subscribers, 500 subscribers.
Yeah.
You know, we're really making a bigger impact. You know, that's the way I feel about it anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, man. You know, this is part of like our, the new culture, man. And I feel like, the true black culture, starts off, man, within this community of streamers, man, that can branch out and reach out to other people. As long as, man, we focus on doing like what's right, the positive things, man, helping people out, man, it's going to flourish. It's going to take time,
There
realistically,
you go. There
you
you go.
know, but you got to believe it, man. You know,
See, man.
to,
Oh, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna say to answer Sherelle's question, like I'm working on it. My wife is also like one of the moderators, but
Right.
funny fact, right? And I said funny. Until like when we had the Dom show, the Queen Dom show, right? And that was like a few Saturdays ago. I did not know that I could assign someone to be a moderator, on the YouTube
Yeah.
stream. So I was like, damn, I'm a little slow, but hey, better late than never. So
I don't have any either, man. So I'm the same way with you, man. I just roll with the punches, man. I just go with the flow,
yeah.
But I'm sure when you Mr. 3, when you get like maybe like 1,000, you start getting a whole bunch of chats at a time, then yeah, moderator gonna come in handy, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I might, besides, nominating Sheree B. Chicago to be, mayor, but I might have to like nominate her to be like the moderator if she wants to, pass her the wrench.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta put somebody on the job,
Yeah. K-Bear said multitasking tonight. Progress report grades are due tomorrow for my students. So yeah, I understand. And sometimes we all get busy. Mr. I'm sorry. What's that? Brother Clarence?
No. I was just saying, I was just agreeing with you, man. Yeah, sometimes you just got to make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. Best in the world. Are you still here?
Oh, he's muted, man. He must be doing something.
I don't see. Yo, best in the world. Okay, he must be doing some he must be doing some networking. I thought he was back. So,
but I got a question for you, but Mr. M3,
yeah.
got a question for you, brother. You remind me of me and Chef, man. Real laid back personality, man. What made you decide to get into the YouTube streets, brother?
Oh, well, that's a good question. So originally, right, when I started YouTube, I just started like making like pre-recorded videos.
Okay.
And I didn't at the time, like I wasn't like into like the manosphere, but I was like red pill aware. So it started off like with somebody sending me a random video from AMS Alpha Male Strategies, and he was just pretty much like just talking about like the nature of women and the nature of men and all this other stuff. And I was like, I would just tune in just for educational purposes because I just wanted to know. Okay. Like sometimes I had like those thoughts in my mind, but there was nobody around to confirm it.
Right.
Because we kind of live in a society where it's like, women are up here, men are down below, and there's never, you hear the equality, but it's never really equality. No. and I really wish like it was just pretty much like here where everybody understand their roles, so no one's not like above one another,
Right.
But yeah, I think what pushed me to it was I had like a really bad year in was it 2019 or 2020? No, it was 2000 and what was it 2019? But then I started recording like in 2020.
Okay.
And at that point, and I remember it was like February or March or something, like February, I think. And I was like, you know what? People feel like a lot of things, but they're too afraid to express it. And I don't know, me by my nature, like I don't know, maybe it's like a gift or a curse, but I could be like an open book. You know what I mean? But sometimes I have to learn, like, he said AMS is a no. Right. No, but he actually changed it like a lot. He do be speaking like, more than just like, relationships. Like, he be speaking about a bunch of life stuff, like, finances as well too. But he's kind of universal. But that's what kind of linked me up into like the, red pill to the Mansfield community. But I'm sorry, but going back, right? I was never a person that was, that shied away from speaking my opinion. And I hear like a lot of things that troubles, like as far as with men and with women. But they'll confide into me, like, they'll tell me things that they feel, but they're afraid to just to speak it out to the public.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? Let me just use like whatever I do best, and then just say whatever's on top of my mind. And sometimes, like, the downfall is like people could, we do live in a very highly sensitive type of society,
Right.
and you do have to be careful what you say. But I mean, at that time, I'm just like, look, man, even though I'm aware, I just didn't care, basically. And that's how it kind of started. We just gave them out basic relationship advice, and then that jumped into like just other like random topics. Now, I was doing this for like, I would say almost like a year. And last year in December, I just felt like kind of like giving up. As far as like with the YouTube thing, not with like just the YouTube, like
Right.
make that clear, right? For my mouth get me in trouble, right?
Yeah.
But I just didn't. I felt I just didn't get that much motivation because I felt like I wasn't really connecting with a lot of people.
Right.
And I felt like, man, like, as a black YouTuber, I'm not trying to, put it like on a man or whatever, but I'm like, it's just really like a space like for us, for black folks, man, to really have a voice to express themselves. Like I feel like at this point I was pretty much maybe was wasting my time.
Yeah.
But then my friend Mr. Best in the World, which I know personally,
Okay.
First Lady Tammy, DJ Eddie King, all these like people like in my close inner circle, just man brought me out of life support.
Okay.
And we started doing live streams. I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
And then I got introduced to StreamYard because I started seeing people using it. So one thing led to another, and we started formulating like a team of, start utilizing our strengths. I'm the graphic arts guy. I'm the one that makes the background, the banners, even though I was doing it all at one point. But I know that there's people that have a stronger strength than I do when it comes to communication with people, networking. Mr. Best in the World is the best networker, that you could ever ask for. And I saw that in him, way before then. So once I signed him to that role, man, he took off, man, and it was just golden from that point on. Oh, you was listening. What's up, Mr. Best in the World? Don't hey, bro, don't mind me bragging about you, man. You know what I mean, ain't nobody,
And bro, Clarence, you know this, man, because you've been in the streaming world, man. Like to jump on the streams, you know what I mean? You good? Jump on the streams, man. Do different things. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
Follow up, and it's like you look around your corner, and it's a new stream popping up every day. You know what I'm saying? And a new person in the community, and you want to keep up with them. And yeah, it's been like you go to conversations with King. Shout out to them, and then they'll end. And you look, I look up, and then another notification coming in, and I'm like, oh man, like. I know I gotta clean this kitchen, but like I gotta show love and support. I mean, like I can't just like let it be, like because I want them to show me love and support. And it's all about communicating with each other, showing each other the love and support, and helping each other.
Right.
That's the end game. Is really us helping each other. All of us getting monetized, and all of us giving back, to each other. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I seen Mr. B in the YouTube streets all over, man. So I'm familiar with him, but I never actually formally met him. So it was nice to meet you, brother.
Thank you. Yeah, my name been ringing bells, and you are respected like everywhere, like you are respected literally. Like when your name come up, it's like everybody respected off top, like they already know, like bro Clarence is the one, like you know what I mean.
That, man. Appreciate that.
That,
thank you, brother.
Yes.
Appreciate
shout outs, man, to like I like to call the term professionals, man. Shout outs to like the professionals, like as known as the elders, because you guys are the ones that helps keep a good balance. You know what I mean? Like when you see like, man, maybe riffraff that's about to arise, you're like, hey, yo, chill, yo, calm down, yo, I got you, my brother, right? Like let's hold each other accountable. Like, like I feel that type of vibe from you,
Yeah, man. I try, like the thing between Anton and Darrel. I tried to put that to bed because I saw that getting out of hand. And so I thought we had done that, but you guys know Darrel, he's his own man, so he's gonna do what he's gonna do what he wants to do, even though I can only hold him back for so long, you know what I mean? So but it worked out for at least a couple of days. But this thing with him and E Black broke out, and I saw that getting kind of ugly. So I decided to try and step in there to resolve that situation, and just to make sure that I don't know what city you guys are in, but I'm in Los Angeles, man. So
yeah, we're both in California.
You both in Cali, okay. So you guys are out here on the West Coast, so man, you guys know how quickly something could just go from just somebody talking to somebody's laying in a casket, right? So I'm like, hey, I said, let me try to step in there, at least try. Maybe they both will tell me, you know what, Clarence, no, we still gonna do it, but at least let me try. So I went to try and talk to both of them behind the scenes at first, and then in the public, and they both said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna." And then, but that lasted for about a couple of days, maybe a week, and then they got back on it. But you know what I learned from that, gentlemen? I learned this, man. I wanted that peace more than they wanted that peace. You know what I mean? Like I wanted it more than them. So they didn't have the motivation to make it last. You know what I mean? They didn't really have the motivation because there was a lot of ego and testosterone involved for them. For me, it wasn't none of that was involved. It was just trying to make sure his family don't go to no funeral and his family don't go to no funerals. But for them, it was a lot more than that. It was just like ego and testosterone, and so it's back on. So once I realized, okay, I'm pushing something that only I want. They don't want that. Let me let them handle it how they gonna handle it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I hear you though.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
Like I said, we appreciate you for for getting involved and just stepping into it.
Yeah, man. If I do the same thing, if I saw you caught up in something, man, and I just happen to know Darrel a little more than I know all the other guys because I've known him longer. But I do it for anybody, man. I just see if I see something going real crazy, and especially a guy like Darrel who's so young. I didn't think he saw the implications of taking it to that level. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's been in the streets, but sometimes how you can. There's a book. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this book. It's called The 48 Laws of Power. You ever heard of this book or read it?
I heard about it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a list. It's a list. It's kind of like a list of things that you should do, and you shouldn't do if you want to be in a position of power. And one of the things that it said you shouldn't do is I forgot what law it is. It's maybe 1918, but it's know who you're dealing with. You got to know who you do. Don't offend the wrong person. Sometimes we can offend the wrong person not knowing.
Yeah.
When you offend the wrong person, and then something could go way left, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
You guys ever been in that position where you said, "Uh-oh, I went way too far"? I went way too far on this one, right?
I mean, personally, through experience, like yes, you
Yeah.
know, and during while doing the StreamYard, it's definitely important to. I mean, honestly, it's important to not burn bridges. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you're familiar with this YouTuber named O'Shea Duke Jackson, but
Oh, of course. Yeah.
one word that stuck out to me, he said that you should never start YouTube beefs. Like YouTube beefs are bad for the YouTube business.
Yeah.
And that's when he was breaking down about the what's it called? Oh my gosh, I can't remember those guys' name. Fresh and Fit podcast.
Right.
When you're starting a lot of beefs, like you never know who's really like your true subscribers. Like unless you build that organically and they're just like, yo, like I'm cool with you, I'm gonna ride or die or whatever. But most likely when you're doing collaborations with other people, like this person know that person have love for people. It's not like anybody is left out in a mix. So when you disrespecting one soul, you're disrespecting a whole clan or the legions.
And you never know who knows who behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You never know who knows who's connected behind the scenes and kind of strings they can pull. I'm sorry about that, Mr. B.
No, you good, sir. You good. No, and to add on to that, you never know when you're gonna need somebody.
Exactly. The most important thing.
You never know. Like I have good relationships with people, in the PFAB, I have good, relationships with people, conversations with King, with you, Sheree to Chicago. Shout out to Sherelle. Hey, Sherelle. You know what I mean? Shout out to Chef on the block with Gingers. I'm cool with everybody. Like I don't have no type of running with anybody. I don't feel any way about anybody. I don't even know these people. I ain't even been in the same room with them. So how can I feel any way about something that's supposed to be fun? Now there have been people who have crossed that line, and there's even people that said stuff about my own mother, and I've had to say different things. They've taken it there, and I checked it and I kept it moving. They're always welcome to come on the show. You know what I mean? Like I would never kick them off or boot them off, because they were just misinformed and they were saying things out of their own perspective. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Was it the wrong perspective? Yes. Was it borderline disrespectful? Of course.
Right.
I wouldn't say that about anybody's mother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you never know. That's crossing the line. But and I've had people say stuff,
wise and
and even stuff to my cousins. They always, for some reason, they like to target my family. I don't know why, but they like to take shots at my family. But at the end of the day, maybe because they don't see me, maybe that's why.
Probably.
With that being said, my tongue game is cool when it comes to this vernacular, man. I could debate just about anybody to the ground. I took debate in high school, so I'm just nice with it. Okay. With that being said, I still will do business with anybody. I tell people I would do business with the devil himself. You know what I mean? If I had to. Unfortunately, because you got to know know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
If the devil got a glass of water and you need a glass of water, you're gonna have to do business, man. You know what I mean? So that's what it is.
Yeah, we'll get through it, Yeah. But look, brothers, I ain't gonna hold your time up, man. But it was definitely a good first of the month. I forgot, it's like December 1st though, so that's a good way to kind of start and finish this off. Likewise, bro, Clarence, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for having me, brother. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you for allowing me to shout out my channel and everything. I wasn't expecting that, but thank you anyway. I appreciate you, brother.
I'm sorry. One last question. Do you have a IG?
No. I'm not on IG. I'm not. Okay. I'm not. I'm on Facebook, but I don't know what to get. I'm old, brother. I don't know how to give it to you and just say it what it is. I could put the link out there, but I don't know what to.
What you could do, right? Can you put it in their private chat so then Best in the World could reach out to you?
Okay, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What you want to say, Best in the World?
No. It's fine. No, you good. We good.
Okay. I'm going to zoom in on you because I already did for our brother Clarence, though. So go ahead, Mr. Best in the World. Take it away.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome and thank you for joining the Knowledge and Relationship Experience. We truly appreciate y'all. You know, we'll be back again tomorrow. Whew, man. And tomorrow's show is gonna be rocking. Oh my gosh. Like, and it's something that M3 told you about. He told you this was gonna happen. You didn't listen to him, right? M3? They didn't listen to you. You said they didn't listen to you at all. But now it has happened, and M3 is a prophet, and he's proclaimed the good news to you about what we about to drop for you tomorrow. All I can say is go.
What's happening?
She went all right. She gone. She is gone. I guess he ain't have enough apartment buildings. That's all I'm gonna say. With that being said, y'all, we'll be back tomorrow. You know what I mean? Thanks to everybody who dropped in. Blaze Brown, hey, what's going on, sis? You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody in the comments on the block with Jen, Sheree, Chicago, Sherelle, K. Marion. Everybody, man. I know Queen wanted to get on, but we about to get out of here, Queen. Sorry. Blind Guy, his wife, their life. Who else was in here? Bliss Me. Hey, Bliss Me. You know what I mean? I ain't seen you in here earlier. My back. You know what I mean? Shout out to my fellow New Yorker, Bliss Me. Most definitely, you know what I mean? Let's talk the better black life. What's going on?
Yes,
that's
sir.
Clarence. That's you.
That's me.
Yeah. Shout out to you again. Shout out to Queen Dawn. Of course, shout out to Everything Every Day podcast by Darrel Long. You know what I mean?
On the block with Jen.
With me. You know what I mean? Gator Girl, what's going on? And of course, I got to shout out my crew. You know I'm going to shout out my crew. Shout out to First Lady Tammy. Tammy, where you at, Tammy? The music coordinator, DJ Eddie King. Definitely shout out to him, DJ Eddie King. We know you're in the building. It's soon to be Dr. Eddie King, but yeah, y'all ain't ready for that. But we about to drop that in your head too. And then also, I am the network manager for knowledge and relationships. You can find me here on YouTube on Knowledge and Relationships. You know, I'm Mr. Best in the World, 84. And M3, shout out to M3, MMM3, you know what I mean? The man of knowledge and relationships stuff. He is knowledge and relationships, you know what I mean? M3, you know what it is, man. Take it away.
No problem, man. Woo! All right. So I can't wait, man. I can't wait until tomorrow, man, for this continuation. Because y'all didn't listen. Y'all people do not listen when MT be trying to give you the breakdown. You know, look, you know, I'm not even gonna put my girls on blast like that, right? You know, but I'm gonna put it like this, right? You know, I told you this was gonna happen. You know, you thought this relationship was going to be a perfect relationship. You thought she was like a smart person. Oh yeah, buy the apartment building. You know, that's the smart thing to do, right? Oh yeah, it's a smart thing to do, right? If you don't have that interest for that person, or if you just plan to take that apartment building for yourself, you know, obviously, right? You know, I don't think she took anything. He was just too much of a thing for her. Yeah, that's right. We'll be seeing that. Go. Come on, man. You know, don't play with me. Knowledge and relationships. When we be trying to tell you something for your own good, we're trying to save you from the embarrassment. So it was three. Anyways, it was at least like three of y'all that did not get your minds right. Okay. Woo. But next time you three will get your minds right on this one. You know, and that's on Bird, you know, parakeet style. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you again for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships MTTV News, the stream that always gives you the best news. You know, tune in next time, which will be tomorrow. And Mr. Best in the World. Should we give the announcement for like our next live stream with Darrel, or should we just drop it as a surprise?
I'll just say this: Sunday Fun Day. That's all I'm gonna say. Sunday Fun Day. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Oh yeah, y'all. Guess what's coming back? Ladies' Night. You know, it's
all right.
Ladies' Night. Oh what a night! Oh what a night!
Exactly. Woo, man! I'm telling you, they're not. Oh man! And then we also have a new content that's coming out.
Mm.
You know, let's just say it's
I
going to
just spoke
be.
to the new content creator yesterday. I just spoke to them, and
Ooh.
what I'm gonna say is that
Mhm.
this educator, she has so many different things that she's about to drop on you, man. She already got her own panel, but yeah, that's a whole
Home
wait.
Alabama.
That's what we're gonna say. Nothing else.
Yeah. All right, y'all, man. Like we're having too much fun, man. And best in the world, like brother Clarence, he left his Facebook in the private chat. So go ahead and feel free.
I got him.
Yeah, I'm going to head and follow him as well too. But thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys next time.
Shout out to Chef. Shout out to Chef Chipino.
Oh yeah. Shout outs to the brother Chef Chipino. You know, my bad, Chef.
Everybody, shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah, shout out to Chef Chipino. Shout out to Conversations with King. Shout out to E Black, you know, my guy, our guy, or whatever. You know, shout outs to Darrel. Shout outs to everybody, all these good people in chat. You know, even shout outs to like, you know, what's her name? Courtney Michelle. You know, right now I think she's streaming right now. So everybody's going over there to tune in for Darrel. So we're gonna I probably might tune in as well too, like to check him out and just give my support, man. You know, so yeah, so go ahead to the Courtney Michelle show, y'all. But anyways, thank you guys again, man, and peace out. Laters.
Later, y'all.
All right. Where is my outro? Man, streaming I gotta do better with the layouts of these outros, man. I hate scrolling down. But anyways, later, y'all.
Later.